What is going on YouTube? This is Jay Scotty Son back with another Pokemon YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to cover a PSA submission going out. This is mostly first edition cards. I'd say 95% of these cards going out are first edition. If some of you may know that I just got this package from eBay where the seller told me in the message before I bid on his auction that the cards were not bent. They had no bends, dings, impressions, or creases. And he is refusing to give me a refund, so I will go ahead and update you guys to see whether or not eBay has that 100% buyer protection program. I'm fairly confident with the information and evidence that I have that I will be getting my money back from that purchase. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first 13 cards are for a regular submission, and then the next will be in bulk. Even though some are worth more than $200, because that's the price cutoff point for value. Let's put on a light here. There we go, make things a little bit more bright. So we have that CD promo Charizard. It is a little faint. They're a little bit darker typically, so I don't know if that'll get graded down for that. CD promo Venusaur, first edition Chansey, first edition Clefairy. Yeah, I'm hoping about 7s for these would be really nice. Yeah, if I can get some 7s out of these first edition cards, I'll be pretty stoked. 8s are probably out of my sight for these since they're so old, but who knows. Yeah, that one's definitely not 8 worthy. Some of them will probably get 6s. I'm hoping for a 7 on this Venusaur, but yeah, there's probably no way that that gets a 7, although I have seen cards in worse condition get 7s. This Alakazam is in great shape, hoping for a 9, but more probable of an 8 awarded to it. These two first edition Pikachus, Red Cheeks, they're in pretty nice shape. There's a possibility at a 9 on one of them, but more than likely 8s. With PSA, maybe even 7s. You know, they'll find something that I haven't found, even though I went over them for quite a bit. Yeah, so these I'm paying $50 each, and it stops right there. That's the last one, and that Dragonite's in pretty good shape. Probably an 8 is my guess for those ones. And those will be back in about 6 weeks time. Because I am going to the post office today, right after I shoot this video. All right, so next up, we have this clear Bulbasaur. Pretty cool, both sides, tops. You just type in PC2 on the submission form and it comes right up. I chose to get a Kadabra in this because Abracadabra's come back. If some of you didn't know, there was a guy who was a magician and he banned Kadabra. Well, he made a lawsuit with Pokemon and there was a whole ordeal for the last 20 years, but now he's seen the light and he is now allowing Kadabra to be printed again in Pokemon cards. All right, nice little swirl for that Vileplume. These are also from the CD promos, but they are not as valuable of cards. So they're definitely going in the bulk submission. Let's grab another pile here. I've never submitted them in these card savers holders, but I think it's a good idea. They fit really nicely. So yeah, I'll be submitting in these. Shipping it at least. That Mew, glossy Mew. Charmander. Look how awkward he looks right there. Team Rocket's all blasted off again, but still chilling. All right, and now we're getting down to those first edition cards. There's a lot of them. Not an entire set, mind you, from rares, to non-holo rares to uncommons to commons, but yeah, there are a lot of these cards that I'll be submitting. I went through all of them, and yeah, they were actually in at least near mint condition. Like all of these cards, if they were gonna get a 6, I was not gonna submit them. If they were gonna get a 7, depended on the Pokemon, and if they were gonna get an 8, it was like a for sure thing. Like, why not submit that? So I was actually very happy going through all those cards. Yeah, there's some whitening down there. So like, even this Charmander in a 7 is worth like $200. So like, it's even borderline to send on the service level, or the next service level up, because let me shift those over, because you're really not supposed to be submitting. Why are these CD promos back here? Those should not be in that order like that. Those I will have to check out momentarily. Yeah, all right. I'm good. I'm going through these again because I was about to ship them off without making this video. PSA really wants your cards to be in order, or they will charge you. They'll find ways to charge you for a lot of stuff. So I was actually sending cards, 2 cards per. So like, Poliwag would be right here in the same sleeve. And they charged me 50 cents per, and I was sending 100 cards at a time, 150 cards. So I was getting charged $50 to $75 every time I submitted these. And I said, why? And they said, oh, because you put 2 in a single one and they could damage the cards. And I'm like, did they? And they said, no. And I'm like, okay, then why are you charging me? But I know why they're charging me. They want the best customer experience and they want some uniformity. So when they're accepting these cards, if they're accepting them in many different ways, that's why they weren't allowing top loaders for a while. Obviously with COVID going on, they started allowing top loaders. And with the scarcity of these, yeah, I just bought 2,000 of these, or 4,000 of these card saver ones. And the price even dropped a tiny bit since I bought these. The water energy is the toughest energy of the energies to grade. So here we are at some shadowless cards now. This one's from the CD promo, but there is actually no database for it. So it has to be just shadowless yellow cheeks, but I cracked it out of its case and it's in perfect shape. I believe it will get a 10. Let's check out their red cheeks. There's some whitening on the side there. Shadowless, shadowless, shadowless. And then we'll go some base set. Not too many base set. I think I have like 3 or 4 more. Yeah, Charmander, Pikachu. All right, back to first edition Jungle. Yeah, these cards are in very nice shape as well. Of course, Electrode's in perfect shape. No one brings him in and out of sleeves. Sorry I don't have music in the background. I've just made my office in a different room, and I used to do my videos in the kitchen. So I had my speaker in the kitchen, and I would just have music playing all the time there. And now I'm in the office. I need to get another speaker so I can have music while I'm doing all my card stuff. All right, and then a few not first edition cards from Jungle. And then this Articuno, I was debating on whether or not putting it into the regular service because it has the opportunity to get a 9. And in a 9, it's worth like $400. Same with this Lapras. These have the opportunity to get the 9. And if I truly believe that they're going to get a 9, I should not be submitting them in that service. If you believe your cards are worth more than $200, technically you shouldn't be submitting them in this bulk value service that PSA offers. But people like myself try to get by because we want to save a few dollars. And now there's no economy level, which is a $20 service. Now it's either you pay $12 a card or $50 a card. There's no in between, right? So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be paying $50 a card for this stack of cards right here right on YouTube. Once again, I'll update you to see if that eBay scammer dude who blatantly lied to me about the condition of the cards will end up giving me a refund or not. Take care, YouTube. Keep collecting.